Yes, I'm sure I want to start the stream. Let's have a look then. If I'm live already, I apologize. Hopefully I'm not though. Let's check, so to speak. I guess I'm live by now. Alright, hello Total War fans. Yes, I am live. And welcome to the description and the launch of the Total War Warhammer competition, the first one on the AD English Invitational. There's actually a link in the description if you do want to have a look at the document that is in the back behind this swirling vortex. Just wanted to show that because it's pretty cool. And I'm going to do this video this way today, whereas usually I would just have a game in the background, but I'm actually going to let you see the entire screen because I'm crazy, I guess. Hopefully it'll work though. So, we have a competition with, who have we got? We've got Fallen Glory, Blissful Fire, Grimalion, Mint, Varkson, Urban Zorro, and myself. That's the 8 of us. Varkson and Fallen Glory are in the Total War Warhammer 1 competition, as are the other 6 as well. We also have 4 AI opponents. I'll be looking at the list in a moment. And in the Mortal Empires competition, it will be the same coach, same generals, sorry, not playing Blood Bowl, same generals minus Varkson and Fallen Glory. So that's what's going to happen here. I'm doing this live as well, so if you do have any questions, you can actually have them answered, though I don't think any of you guys are in the chat at the moment. Hopefully you'll join me though. If you don't join me, then by all means ask your questions after the video, and I will answer them in Discord. All of the information as editable if you are part of the competition, by the way. The link is still in my Discord, so you can do it via that. Right, so how this is going to work then. Both of the competitions, this is the sign up where you started, this is the same document that we've been working off the whole time, and look, I'm live, yeah, weird. And I've already made the tournament, like you can see down here, it's already ready-made. It took me about an hour and a half to create it, so I hope you guys appreciate it, because I don't want to do it again, to be honest, it wasn't fun. But it's done, it's ready, and we're rolling. So we have 2 competitions. The Total War Warhammer 1 competition, which has the 8 coaches that I mentioned and 4 more AI. The way it works is that every round, I'm not going to set a time limit for the round, by the way. I'm going to ask that you try and get your rounds done within a week, absolute maximum, but I'll roll it as soon as you guys have all finished, basically. So every time everybody's ready, I'll roll on to the next round. And we have the 8 coaches. Myself running Beastman, Urban Zorro running Chaos, Blissful Fire running Norska, Mint running Greenskins, Grey Fox running Empire, Grimalion Bretonia, Fallen Glory Dwarves, and Varkson Vampire Counts. The AI will be Wood Elves, Crooked Moon, Midland, and Morzillon. I have 12 generals because it was easier to create 11 rounds for 12 generals for both than to create 2 separate ones. That would have taken me twice the time, and I didn't want to do it. So that's why you have 2 more AI enemies. It also means that everybody finishes at the same time. So that's the first competition. The second competition, and that competition will take place in Total War Warhammer 1. Before I move on, actually, in this competition, if you are matched against AI, I will host the battle myself. So you can play in my hosted area against the AI. Every match is best of 3, human against human, human against AI, but the AI against the AI, I will record them, but it will be a 1 match only affair. So, the table will look like this. You'll have a number of played rounds, you'll have the rounds that you've won, and the rounds that you've lost. It will be best of 3, like I say, so the win will be for the best of 3, the loss will be for the best of 3. You can also tell me about your decisive victories, close victories, spheric victories, etc. And if we have a tie, we'll use these as a tiebreaker. That's the basic idea. And after the 11 rounds, the top general will be the winner. I did consider doing a 4-way free-for-all battle as a kind of knockout, or maybe even 6-way if we can do that. If you guys are up for that, then cool, I'll include that. If you're not up for that, then that's fine. But that's how it works. And that's basically it for the first competition, I think. And the second competition then, the Mortal Empires one. There's nobody in chat, that's fine. You can all ask me after it's all said and done then. In the second one, each general, because there are 6 of us and there are 12 races, take on 2 races each. Because there's no Norska as well in the Mortal Empires at the moment. It's not absolutely final yet because I haven't heard from Urban Zorro, but I'm going to assume that it looks the way I've done it here. So myself running dwarves and wood elves, maybe beastmen though. Urban Zoro running vampires and beastmen, maybe wood elves though. Blissful Fire running lizards and skaven. Mint running greenskins and high elves. Grey Fox running dark elves and chaos. And Grammalian running Bretonia and Empire. That's going to be the way. The table is exactly the same. The only difference is that there will be weeks where we are facing ourselves. In that situation, what I would suggest that we do, what I would like us to do, what the rule will be, you have to play your first choice if you are matched up against yourself. So the one that is listed here, that's the army that you must play. Anybody from this list of generals can play your second choice. And if you are the second choice general, I ask that you do play competitively. Don't force a loss. Try and actually beat the first place, because they're going to be the most competitive, of course. It does mean that you may give a win to the second race, but it also means that you can potentially disrupt the first race with their own second choice, as well as your own armies. I'm happy to take the place of the second race in such competitions whenever you want, as long as I have time, but you can choose anybody from the list. So if anyone is free to play, then same. These matches will also be best of 3, because I don't see the point in doing just one. It's over almost immediately. And I've gone through all of the races, I've gone through what's happening there. So, having a look at the first week then, the first round. It's all set up here, ready to go, with a capital O here for some reason. Let's remove that because that's kind of annoying me. So, you'll be given a map for each round. Each time it's different and it's already set up. I ask that you play on these maps, and all the rounds are ready, so you can see who's next, who's next, who's next all the time. So for Total War 1, the first map will be Pillar of Bone, which is a land battle map, a standard map. It can also be potentially a causeway map, and it can also potentially be a, what's it called, a choke point map. So just check that out, make sure that it is, make sure you can find the map in one of the options. I'll try and remember to tell you if it's not a standard or land-based map though. So for round number 1, the AI are actually all facing each other, so that's nice and easy. I'll do all of these in one video probably, just these two will have one battle each, and then we'll move on. So the Wood Elves AI against Morzillon, the AI. Morzillon will always be led by the Red Duke, but the army will be made by the computer. Wood Elves will be automatically made by the computer, Crooked Moon as well. And Midland will always be led by, I forget his name, but the One-Eyed General, but again, the AI will create the army. So Wood Elves take on Morzillon, Crooked Moon take on Midland, so that's all the AI gone straight away. The vampire counts of... Who's playing Vamps in this? I think that's Varkson, is taking on Blissful Fire's Norska. Fallen Glory's Dwarfs take on Urban Zoro's Chaos. Empire, led by Grey Fox, I believe, take on the Bretonians led by Grammalian. And my Beastmen take on Mint's Greenskins. So that's round 1. You can arrange your match anytime from now. So good luck and have fun there. And in Mortal Empire's round 1, Grey Fox's Empire take on mine or Urban Zoro's Beastmen. We haven't decided. No, Grammalian, sorry. Grammalian's Empire take on mine or Urban Zoro's Beastmen. We haven't decided yet. Blissful Fire's Skaven take on Grey Fox's Dark Elves. Mint's High Elves take on Mint's Greenskins. So Mint will be playing Greenskins because they're his first choice. And the High Elves will be played by one of the other 5 of us. So get in contact with somebody to play High Elves for you. Grammalian's Bretonians take on mine or Urban Zoro's Wood Elves, depending on who chooses them in the end. It's Urban Zoro's choice. The Dwarfs that are mine, actually. Oh yeah, they're mine. My Dwarfs take on the Chaos of Grey Fox. So I have Mint and Grey Fox round 1. And the Vampires of Urban Zoro take on the Lizards of Blissful Fire. So that's your first round ready to go. And I think that's basically everything. At the end there'll be a winner. Any further questions, let me know. I'll just check chat quickly, make sure that nobody hasn't joined me late. Doesn't look like it, and I have no messages, so no, I think that's it. It's just a nice short video. I did actually record this once and I screwed it up completely. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Sorry, one more thing then. So, if you are new to the game and you haven't done a lot of the online thing, the way to do it, go into Battles, Multiplayer, Post Battle, you can create the game name. This is always my game name and password, by the way, if you do want to join me when I'm playing online. So you create the game name, it can be whatever the hell you want, and password or no password, but passwords make sure that you definitely get your opponent. So we do that, and the game is created. Slowly, but surely. There we go. And from here, you can of course choose your armies, and down here you'll find your map. If it's not in land battle, it will be in subterranean battle for Total War Warhammer 1, but there's also the the choke point battles and the small minor settlement battles. It could be in any of those options. There's no sieges, there's no ambushes though, because that gives too much of an advantage to defenders. And I forget where the original map was, but it is definitely here in this list somewhere, so you'll find it here, and I honestly can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But so you'll find all the maps down here. You can change funds. It will start off as medium, change it to custom, and make it 10,000. Every army must be 10,000. You must have a minimum of half of your units as core units. If you need more information about core units, then ask us. I was just putting up large armies, but it's not necessary. Battle realism off, and time limit off. And when you're facing AI, the AI will always be on hard. Okay, so that's all the information I think we need there. You can choose any lord that you want. You don't have to stick to the lord that is specific for the faction. So for example, if you are vampire counts, you can still choose Vlad, you can still choose Isabella, that's fine. You can have a hero, as always, and 4 core units, half core units at least, and half elite units if you want to. Anything within the 10,000 bracket. You can take regiments of renown, I'm not going to ban them. You can give any upgrade that you have with your leftover money. You can take things off your lord as you need to as well. So anything you can build with 10,000, so long as it's at least half core, you're good to go. Okay, now I think that we've covered everything, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Vortex.